Over at the Ag History Farm Park in Boyd's is a demonstration garden managed by the Maryland Master Gardeners Program. These Master Gardeners are trained and certified through University of Maryland Extension. The gardeners grow it and then donate it to area food banks. Check it out.
We're all Master Gardener volunteers. We meet here every Tuesday. We work about 4 hours every week.
Asparagus beans, purple beans, yellow beans. We picked some beautiful sweet basil and some Donny basil.
We want to teach people. We want to show them what can be grown in Maryland and show them how to do it, how they can have success doing it.
That's going to be good for their bees. That's going to be good for their butterflies. That's going to be good for their kitchen garden. That's going to be good to educate children going on here. Did you guys have a good day?
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Good to see you again. Hope to see you next week, okay? Thanks for coming. Thanks for gardening this week. I appreciate that. Another big component we have in terms of the edibles is an initiative called Grow It, Eat It. And it's really trying to encourage people in the county to sort of grow their own food. Beautiful tiny tomatoes coming through here, and then eat it. Yellow beans, very tasty.
We've got here, these are chickpeas. I think people are becoming more aware of vegetables from all over the world because our population here in Montgomery County is so international. People are bringing in all kinds of interesting vegetables. We have so many international grocery stores. And even the regular grocery stores are stocking a much wider variety of produce. So we're kind of trying to reflect that here and grow plants from as many different countries as we can and show people that sometimes vegetables they haven't heard of actually grow very well right here in Montgomery County.
Some of the vegetables that we grow are a little unusual.
Ciomancino squash. It's an Italian type of squash that grows vertically. We have it growing up 8-foot tall bamboos. You just sort of cut it up and do a stir fry with it.
And if we donate those vegetables, we also include some recipes that people can use.
Look at those beautiful red onions going. Imagine this one with a little bit of greens cut off the top, thrown in with some of those beans. Oh, maybe a touch of that Ciomancino squash. That would be so good.
So we're expanding people's knowledge of what can be grown here in Maryland.
We try to encourage people that if you could actually grow some for yourself, you have extra.
Right over there.
Maybe you could dedicate to the food bank. Oh, I did not see you had dug that much already. That is a ton of garlic. Is this the purple rocambole? So every week, do you see this great harvest we have growing all the way over here? Looks like some cucumbers I see throughout here. Look at those carrots. Look how great those look. When do you think the last time someone got carrots right out of the ground? We have one of our volunteers takes it down to the food bank at Manna every single Tuesday.
My name is John Riley. We're headed down to the Manna Food Center off of Gaither Road.
They're nice enough down there, they sort of weigh it so we can sort of track and see how we're doing.
56 pounds.
Couldn't be fresher. We were freshly picked.
Nothing tastes as good as fresh, so this is perfect.
Last year, I think, in 2014, it was 1,801 pounds came out of just growing here that we actually were able to get to them.
Fresh fruit is really important to all of our participants because it's the foundation of a healthy diet, and that's why we're really appreciative of the Master Gardeners giving us their contributions.
You have like the really working hard-working gardeners, and a lot of them are more known for their brain power, I think, than anything else. This is what's called a garden meeting. I don't know what they're going to eat next week, whether they're taking what vegetables I have, or if they're talking bugs.
We're planning the fall garden. What we're using here is a document from the Home and Garden Information Center called Planting Dates for Vegetables in Central Maryland.
For this fall, what would you tell people to put in, at the end of August?
Lettuce. Lettuce would do well. Cauliflower.
Komasuma.
What's komasuma?
It's a green.
And they're always 1 month ahead of everyone else. If I want to think about what I'm going to be growing, not just what I'm picking now, I asked this group. I just didn't know they were taking a coffee break. I think this is sort of a cool setup here. They have what's called straw bale gardening or hay bale gardening. And it sounds pretty fancy, but really it's growing in the hay bales. And you think about how some parts down county has some terrible soil, right? Maybe some arsenic in the soil. Maybe it's a reclaimed, voided old vacant lot. Maybe they're grown on top of asphalt. You can actually set up a couple of the hay bales in place let them start to decompose, and then come on over here, take a look. You could actually just take a plant if you wanted to, pull it back, and put the plant right inside there, and the roots will go right down along it. And look how lush this has grown through here. I'm going to follow you along with my hand. So you got any of the marigolds attracting the bees, this beautiful rainbow chard here with the yellow stems. Look how healthy that is. Purple peppers growing here. Our eggplant are doing better in the hay bales than they're doing the rest of the garden because the flea beetle damage, which is soil related, is less of a concern in the hay bales than it is in the rest of the garden.
Smell this.
Oh, that is so brightly, it's so aromatic.
This is apple mint. The herb garden.
We also try to focus on sort of the small fruits that can be grown in the home garden. A lot of people think more standard to grow something like an apple tree or a pear tree or even a peach tree. But we found it here in Montgomery County, it requires a whole bunch of spraying. They have a lot of pest issues, a lot of disease issues, and they like to spray. And as master gardeners, we want to encourage people to use IPM, which is integrated pest management, is a way to reduce the amount of spraying and reduce the amount of nastiness you're sort of putting out in the garden and possibly in our groundwater. So we're trying instead to find what small fruits actually would grow well here. And we've got a couple different examples back through here. Anywhere from this really cool one, which is a thornless blackberry. Look at that stem right through here. It's completely thornless, so you can actually reach in there. You're not going to get all torn up on your sleeves. And look how much fruit is coming off of here. These things are prolific. Believe it or not, there's a hardy kiwi that actually grows in this area. So people think about the big fuzzy green one, but this is a hardy kiwi that's probably no bigger than a green grape. It has sort of a texture of a green grape. And you know what it tastes like? A green grape. What else are you going to grow instead of growing apples and pears? How about gooseberry? What's a gooseberry? I don't know, but we're growing it here because it does well sort of in this area. It's not, I wouldn't call it native, but it's not really out of control. It doesn't have a lot of issues. It has these little tiny fruits that are sort of tasty. Where's the pumpkin we're looking at here? You say Himalayan pumpkins?
Yeah.
Those are really cool, sort of the spotted variegated outside on the Himalayan pumpkin.
And they never turn yellow. They will ripen green, okay? They can be cooked now, or they can grow up to 17, 18 pounds.
17 to 18 pounds for those?
Yeah.
How many fruits will you get off of one vine off of here, Ron?
Normally I get about half a dozen.
Wow. The kitchen garden we have going through here. I want to see if you can figure it out. Smell it. Go ahead and have a bite. I'm going to have a bite. Here, you have a bite. Tell me what it tastes like.
That's right.
Got it? Wow. You know what that is? That's intense celery flavor. Wow. What is this? Oh, smell that. I'm going to have a bite. Here, go stick that in your nose. Not in your nose, but near your nose. A little bit of fresh chives. All you do is step outside the door. You can actually have a little bit of bite of that. So this is Malabar spinach. It's got this great, beautiful, look how thick those leaves are. They're just luscious. Eat it and think about 5 seconds while you're chewing it. Go ahead. Tastes like spinach, a little bit earthy, right? You're chewing around there, good thickness to it. Hey, I can almost eat that one there. And then after about 5 seconds, it's slimy. Do you get that in your face? I get like a little bit there. They say it's mucilaginous, like the same way that okra has that one. And some people can't stand it. I think it's delicious. I wish everybody would grow Malabar spinach at home, even if they make that funny scrunched up face when they have that mucilaginous. Grow Malabar spinach, okay?
For more information about the Maryland Master Gardeners Montgomery County, go to its website,